Hi, Srini. Welcome to the series that we call AI with AB, where we tell the AI story one piece at a time. You came in February when we were kicking off the year, and we are in January closing out the year. You met a lot of customers then. You met a lot of customers now. What do you think is the difference that you are seeing between these two visits?
Glad to be here always. As you know, India is very exciting for me. We have a lot of customers. To your point, you and I visited a lot of customers last time. We are visiting same, and I've been doing the same thing across the world. And I think when I came in a year back, there is a lot of excitement. People were doing a lot of experiments with co-pilots. They're all in do-it-yourself mode, and now you can clearly see there is. I think this is my sentiment, that almost all the customers are frustrated a little bit, that they've invested a lot with a lot of vendors and are not getting the value. And I think they're realizing that it's one thing to do a pilot or a demo and another thing to make it in production. And they realize that, hey, you need a good data layer. The data is all trapped in the enterprise, so you need a way easily access the data. They need access to all the APIs. They need an API gateway. They are realizing that they need a trust layer, and they need a testing layer, and this is on day one.
Right.
Once you get it live, then these things change, the models change, and they're realizing the comprehensiveness of the platform and the use cases we have. And now I see a big difference. Every CIO met, they still want the power. They're realizing how hard it is to do and why they need a partner like Salesforce to really comprehensively build the infrastructure for them, so they can focus on the business problem.
Right. In fact, somebody was telling me that, when I had first entered Salesforce, they used to ask me, do you all hire out salespeople? And I used to laugh about that. But today we are becoming the digital labor platform, expanding the usage of their current manpower. So when you look at it that way, do you think this is something that is exciting the C-suite people? Or do you think there is more of fear, apprehension? And I think that while they're very excited, there is a hint of skepticism in all of this.
Correct.
How do you suggest we get across that?
Yeah. One of the things I think which stayed with me is we both met this financial services CEO.
Yes.
And like any other CEO, they want to increase their revenue, they want to reduce cost. And when I asked them, what is the number one thing that is stopping you from scaling your business? And the real issue they were facing is they're getting a lot of new products. They're hiring a lot of people. It's hard to train them. Half the time, when their customer comes to their branch or somebody, the frontline person is overwhelmed. So then either they say don't know, which is a missed opportunity, or they even worse, like for the regulator perspective, and always the regulated industries, they give a wrong answer. And then that's one thing they say. The other thing he was saying is, when somebody calls their call center, there's a lot of wait time. And for high net worth clients, they have private bankers and all, but for most of the average people, they don't have the same service. So either way, you can see they need help. And that's why we built this digital labor platform where humans and AI can work together. And I think that was what is resonating, saying that they totally get it. They need both. And I think definitely there is worry about cost cutting and jobs. But I think what I think they are excited about is it allows them to scale the businesses much faster. And some of the people who are doing the jobs that they think, some of them will become AI trainers, because we are seeing it even in our support organization, correct, with help.salesforce.com, which we rolled out. Now somebody has to train the AI to do the job, and a lot of our engineers who are generally answering simple questions, now they're doing more advanced questions, advanced debugging, and let the AI do the basic, and that's how we're able to solve 93% of the queries by the AI agent force, which is allowing us to also scale our business as we increase. I see that going everywhere, but as you know, this is also the reason, not only the technical part, which is ensuring security, privacy, bias, toxicity, hallucination, all that is solved. We also have to work with governments, policymakers, broader society to ensure that we get the benefits while limiting and managing the downsides.
Right. Salesforce has really sort of shown is that we believe in our own agent force capabilities, because I don't think there is any other organization that's put its helpline on the agentic layer, which we have done with help.salesforce.com. So that sort of is very reassuring even for us. When we go and talk to our clients, we tell them very clearly, go to our own call center and have a look to see what these people are doing. And the fact that help.salesforce.com is not answering only very simple questions, but even where people are submitting code for debugging, it's able to do it. That's quite amazing, actually. So
that's what we feel why the Agentforce platform is a enterprise grade ready platform,
right?
And which is also reason I remember at Dreamforce where we just opened it up and said everybody builds an agent to thousands of people. No other vendor is able to do that. And why are we able to do it? I mean, that's been the promise of Salesforce platform. We take these technologies, abstract the complexity from the end user, build trust at different levels so that we can handle the complexity and the customers can focus on their business.
Right.
And then to prove that, we said we'll be customer zero. As an example, one interesting thing I learned is this shows how fast it's evolving. Today, a customer, before Agentforce, a customer would come to help.salesforce.com for their support queries. They go to salesforce.com for their, if they want to know about pricing, or they go to trust.salesforce.com for some security certifications. What we learned is, we said we put agents all the three, and then what we are realizing is on help.salesforce.com, people are asking not just support queries, they're also asking other marketing queries. They say, what is pricing? How do you compare against this? We said, wow, that's interesting. And so it shows that how it's evolving. I think every company is going to have an agent, which is their front door to their external facing. Just like companies spend a lot of time on their marketing websites because that's their brand, they'll spend equal amount of time on their agent. And they'll still have a lot of agents. The other thing which I was surprised also is in engineering, of course, we are really improving. One thing I said is the deal desk agent we rolled out in Slack, where a lot of sales reps are getting a lot of value. So I think what I sense is we got the platform, the enterprise grade platform. We're using a lot of use cases. We have a lot of customers using it, and we're learning very fast and iterating very fast. And what we're learning, all our customers are able to get leverage.
So basically, we are literally breaking down the silos between support and sales and, general grievances. And in a way, therefore, like we are saying that we are expanding the limits of the workforce. So I think that is really and truly coming up.